stars, and that's who we are. We are voices. There's nothing to fear. Exploding your rear. Feel our voices.
Welcome back, VOR fans. I feel like we're at a sporting event. This is Ed.
This is Joel.
Not a race.
Is that it? Are you sure? I thought you just said you felt like it was a sporting event. It was trying to make it feel more sporty. I'm sorry.
Oh, just you wait till the next segment. I got your ass. You're going down. All the way down to Florida.
Yeah, let's go.
Cool. Yeah, right on. So we're going to keep going with stuff we just can't really get into. Well, cool. Who should we start with?
Should we go with your other number?
We can start. I can pick it up.
Tell me.
I'll tell you what. This is a property that is short-lived, much beloved, and I really couldn't give a crap. And the more people lean on me to watch it, the less I'm interested. So come at me, Vorons, and just keep pushing, and I will keep on not watching it. That would be Firefly. And I'll tell you what. See, when when Firefly first showed up, I love sci-fi, and the last show I already confessed, like, the main reason I watched Doctor Who is because it looked cheap and weird. You know, it's an old dude with a big afro and a giant scarf, and just kind of walking around, acting weird and flying through time. That was enough for me. I mean, it doesn't take much to get my sci-fi yayas out. But Firefly, I saw cowboys in space who looked really pretty and clean, and I just didn't give a shit. I was out. And I just saw, like, quirky hero guy, tough. All right, whatever. I just didn't need any more. And then, again, I'd rather be a producer than a consumer, so I felt this is safe to cut it now. Maybe I'll get to it later. This is before I realized, Netflix and streaming, blah, blah, blah. But again, like, I will be at conventions, and I'll see a costume, I'll have someone explain it to me, I'm like, oh, it's another Firefly thing. And when they hear that I haven't seen Firefly, I always get the, you haven't what? But how could you? It's the best, don't you? Let me tell you all about it. I'm like, no, you take your watchtower and get off my lawn, all right? It's just too much.
They want to revoke your REM card.
Something. It just brr. So it's in my queue. I'll get to it. I'll watch the damn movie. It is only 2 seasons.
Don't just watch the movie. Don't just watch the movie.
No, I'm saying I'm gonna watch the episodes and I'll watch the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna ask you if you were stupid.
And I was gonna tell you.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I don't see why you haven't watched it yet. It is.
I do the things backwards. I like to watch the movie, which was the end, and I like to go through the backwards. Yeah, I'm going to watch episode 14 first and go count down to the 1.
You see, I'm a big Chris Cross fan, and I wear my pants backwards.
And he jumps.
Yes, it'd make you wanna.
That's right. Jump.
Thank you. See, that's how it works, kids.
Yeah. No one understands. They're all.
There's things about Firefly, like I get why it disappeared. When you look at it, it doesn't look. Okay, this is gonna sound terrible, and who am I to say this? But it doesn't look like success. And
no. Yeah,
it
I'm
it
with you
doesn't
on
look
this.
like a winner. Like, oh, it's funny. Like right now, all of the new season television shows are coming on. Like they're all premiering. Yeah. And I'm busy trying to just take a quick look at all of them and forecast which ones are just dead on their feet. You know what I mean? Like this is never.
Gotham.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
There's
Sorry,
some of
that
them
much
that are
cough.
there are some that are genuinely like you can't tell. Firefly, however, just everything about it looks like the show that isn't gonna come back. However, it really is enjoyable, and I'm not all that bright, like I can walk away from stuff and things like that. No, it's genuinely good. And like, is his name Nathan Fillion?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank you, thank you. I'm not a huge Castle fan. Like if I
Yeah.
catch Castle, I'll dig it. I can see why like my mom loves him. You know, oh, he's such a cute guy and a burger. But beyond that, there's kind of a cheeseball thing. But then you watch Firefly and you're like, I love him. I just love him so
Huh.
much. He makes me wet.
So if,
Like, I
if it's
can't help
making
it.
so many people wet and it's so popular now, I mean, it's obviously has legs. It's got enough to keep people captivated. Why did it go off? I mean, it only went 2 seasons.
It's too
Was
good.
it? Oh, it's so good they had to shut it down. It was a conspiracy.
It was ahead of its time.
It's ahead of its time. It is. It actually cured cancer. People
Television
got
isn't ready.
It's 500 years ahead of its time.
Yeah.
right.
I'm right. I'm right. No, but in reference to what Ed said about like maybe cheaper. Well, I don't want to say cheaper, but less expensive, lower budget graphics, sets, things like that. Oddly enough, I think Firefly. One of the things that I did find unsettling was the mesh of between the computer animated spaceships, the built-out sets of Inside of Serenity, the main spaceship, and then the always-on cowboy-esque Western planet.
Yeah.
Whatever
desert.
planets they hit.
Oh.
There was just.
It's
It
disjointed.
Yeah, it completely was disjointed. It never meshed together to me. It's not like in the case of Westerns in space, given the choice, I will go with Cowboy Bebop. I know it's animated, but it is cowboys in space, basically.
Right.
Comparing that to Firefly is apples and oranges. Characters are very different. Many fewer characters in Cowboy Bebop, and twice as many episodes and still a movie. But Firefly's appeal, I don't even know. I can't necessarily put my finger on what its appeal was to me. There was a sense of humor to it, an air of mystery, plastic dinosaurs.
It's probably it. Yeah.
The
No, I think-
beautiful, beautiful girls.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
sense of humor, beautiful
ladies.
girl sounds like the average
It's-
recipe for a successful, like geeky property, if you will.
What's the
I'm
guy's
not-
name? The blonde-haired dude, the blonde-haired guy, who was crazy. He was crazy.
like
he
the
had
mechanic dude. He was in Dodgeball as the pirate.
Oh,
He was
Alan Tudyk.
See, I know some things.
I love him. I love him. I saw his figure at the at Toys R Us. They have a figure for him out right now.
He voiced King Candy in Wreck-It Ralph.
Awesome.
But it was completely the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, we need to
whole different
also
story.
move on
Um,
from Firefly.
You want to go to a different one?
Yeah,
I mean, Firefly, yes. Eventually watch it, Ed, whenever you have time, if you feel like it.
I may feel like
You may enjoy it. We'll all us morons will be interested in hearing it.
you can pay me to watch it, kids. Go ahead.
Ooh, that's an idea. Let's give him money to do it.
What a dick.
If I had some extra money, I'd throw it at him and say, "Here, watch Firefly."
That's. I'll watch it for $1. Yeah.
Read another one and read another one.
Yeah. Joel, go ahead.
One of my other ones that I have not gotten into, and eventually will. You'll all know what I'm meaning when I say after I read the books, I will watch
Harry
it.
Potter.
No, already read those all before I saw the movies. Books are better. Game of Thrones, people. Yes, I understand. Winter is coming. I have nothing to do, right? No. So I should read the books and watch the show. I just have never gotten into it. I should totally be into it. Fantasy is a huge thing for me. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings nerd. I love magic. I love knights, elves, dwarves, kings, all those things. I've even done a
Butts.
commissioned
You love
piece
butts.
of The Hound, who I really don't know anything about. But Game of Thrones, I just have not had the time to dedicate to it yet. Again,
So
I
it's
would
just not a
rather
priority.
read the
It's not
books
like you're-
first. I'm much more someone that I want to read the books. I want to experience my own ideas of the visuals before
So
I
that's
go and
really
watch it.
nerdy.
Totally nerdy.
Really nerdy.
Absolutely. I'm not embarrassed to be this level of nerd, but that's sort of just who I am.
There's a right way and a wrong way, people.
I have an appreciation for the written word before the visualization. It's
All right, Poindexter.
It'd be like comparing the Watchmen graphic novel to the movie. I mean, it's just
don't get me started.
This whole visualization thing.
That movie,
Whatever.
That book's
You have
ass.
certain ideas of things in your head. If you watch the Harry Potter films before you read the books, the idea of Harry Potter in your mind is now always Daniel Radcliffe's representation of him. It's stuck.
I can be swayed. I can read. Like I've never read Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed the movies. I didn't read them because some friends of mine kept like bullying me about not reading the book. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm already in 3 movies. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the movies. I can go into the book and maybe his face will be like on that new book icon of Harry Potter. But, I mean, I'll still accept the book on its own terms. I'll be like, well, that's not true to his character. So, yeah. But that's me. I don't know.
I can understand the separation. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, the other things that I sort of have issues with are, I know that it's incredibly graphic and or vulgar from being on HBO and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not talking about the sex ed. Sex ed! But, what I'm meaning is like I understand there's rape, there's a lot of blood, gore. There's stuff that doesn't necessarily interest me that much. Where it's like, yeah, I'd rather stick with the fantasy crap. Let's see dudes or women fighting dragons and wizards and crap like that. That's more my shit than hey, you're wearing armor and I'm a sexy lady and you just happen to cross me and let's do it.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, the internet's for porn, as Avenue Q says, so you don't really need that in your Game of Thrones. Let's get down to business in Game of Thrones. Dragons, stuff like that.
Yeah, you'll understand when you're older.
I thought it was so funny. Jimmy Kimmel about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago said, I swear to God, if they do not show dragons on Game of Thrones tonight, I'm going to watch it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, what?
That's that good.
Everyone is like that. Like, they love that show, come hell or high water. Those are really good topics, you guys. And look, we got to go.
That's really convenient, Mike. You have not spoken.
Go.
Oh, I have to pick one?
3 of us.
Oh yeah, well the bell rings, so I just figured I would just save it for later.
Well, now we've discussed it so long that we need to move on. Sorry, but we'll come back with that stuff or one.
Okay.
All right.
We will, and I'm still going to be wearing the same stuff.
That's right.
Deal with it. If you smell me through the podcast, it's your own fault for not turning off that capability.
Yeah, Google. They're getting more advanced every day, and now they include I smell.
I smell. I thought someone let a Bloody Mary out in my room here.
Google coming out with the Smell app, which is now number 2 on all lists.
Look up Smell. It's pretty. Sometimes it's nice, but most of the time it's horrible. Foodies love it. Everybody else hates it. Right on. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. More stuff we don't understand. Check us out, vorradio.com, and links to everything, our vast archives of audio and video, very sexy stuff, sexy Facebook. You can talk to us every day, talk to Mikey every day. You'll definitely have something you can look at. He'll be gangsta on that ass.
Inktober in the hizzy.
It's your Inktober sign? What's your Inktober gang sign?
I do it so fast you can't see what it is.
That's how he draws. He's drawing the ink. That's what that is.
That's what it is.
Yeah. All right, we are hashtag out of here though. So till tomorrow, may the force
be with
that ass, bitches.